Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of the SnoopCast. I am your host, Brucesnoop. Who else is here?
Hello everybody, I'm Markiplier. It's me, Mrmeatman.
My name is Ian. What is up, my people?
And we got a special guest for today. Who do we have?
My name is Shmorky. I'm an online artist and an animator.
Is it the real Shmorky?
It's not the real Shmorky. I just do a really good impression. I'm Felix Hart. I host a YouTube series called Running into the 2000s, where I talk about stuff from the 2000s or the 2010s, and I am the degenerate.
We're releasing this on New Year's Day, but the day before, if you're listening to this on January 1st, yesterday, which was 31st, was our collab was released. Me and Felix's.
Yeah, we made a video about Hey Arnold, the Fursuit movie. So
The Fursuit movie. Of course.
that's what I titled the script, just because it was the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah, you fucking furry.
Yiffin' hell.
So the podcast topic for today, as I have been told, is the Cartoon Network. Well, not Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
The network that shows cartoons, which is Nickelodeon. But first, there's some internet news that's been going on. Not super related to Nickelodeon, but I mean, he liked Nickelodeon a lot, and that would be that Stuff with Scoutfly quit.
Gasp!
Filthy Frank, yes, he did quit, yeah.
Filthy Frank quit too, yeah. That was super weird, because that happened, 30 minutes before we started, recording. He announced that on Twitter, and so,
Do you think he did it because Scoutfly quit?
I don't think he knows who Scoutfly is. The thing is, though, I sympathize with both of them a lot, because they both said that, they're quitting partially because of, depression and, health problems. And specifically with Scoutfly, he said that he's quitting because, he'd been through such, a rough real-life experience that, his videos just bring him back to, that place. And I do understand that a lot. I imagine that's why the people from, Syndigo moved on and stuff. But I really like Scoutfly's videos. I've seen some other people shit on him. There was one thing Mars Reviews said, and I don't mean to shit on Mars Reviews, because Mars Reviews makes great content, but there's one thing I really disagreed with him on, which is when he called Scoutfly Phantom Strider's younger brother. And I'm not saying, Phantom Strider is bad either, but just, I don't know, I feel like he brought more to the table than just that.
I wasn't a big fan of Scoutfly's videos. I don't know, I wasn't, the type of person. I didn't find his videos very interesting, but I do, if he actually is listening to this, Justin, I hope you the best.
Filthy Frank quit too, and that was a bigger thing for me just because of how huge Filthy Frank has been.
I mean, he's been, super relevant. I'm not, the biggest fan of his content, per se. If I were trying to watch it, even, a few months or a year ago. But, I recognized his relevancy, and, the fact that he's just said, oh, I'm done. I'm just okay, well, that happened. I don't, geez, that came out of nowhere.
I mean, he left us with one, really good Pink Eye album.
There was two Pink Eye albums, Pink Eye and Pink Season.
Well, no, I mean, before he quit, he made, another, really good one that was Pink Season. It was the one that had Nickelodeon girls on it.
Oh, yeah, and that's related to our topic.
Hey, bringing it back to the fold.
He made a song about wanting to fuck Nickelodeon girls.
Let's do Smash or Pass with Nicktoons.
Oh, God.
Tommy Pickles, would you?
Tommy, please.
Who am I, MonZ?
Well, I don't mean, the baby version of him. I mean, the all-grown-up version.
Oh, yeah, it's not the baby version. Don't worry.
If you were just saying the baby version, you just could have gotten MonZ on this podcast. I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying MonZ is a pedophile.
I'm not making accusations, because there's nothing to accuse.
I'm not accusing anybody of something, but I just like to say that MonZ, bit of a bad man.
I found an article from USA Today. Let me go pull this up, actually. I have it in my notes that I took for this podcast. Here it is. From USA Today. On YouTube, sexualized Frozen and Nickelodeon cartoons aren't barred from kids. And this is, related to the Elzagate thing, but I bring it up because one of my favorite parts of, any news article is in this. If you scroll down a little bit, it says, one trouble spot, a long-standing genre called YouTube poop, where people take an existing popular cartoon, like Nickelodeon's SpongeBob SquarePants or Peppa Pig, and record a new soundtrack with explicit sexual or violent themes.
YouTube poop.
This is amazing just because, this is news now. You scroll down a little bit, other than this genre, with titles like, Joker has trouble breaking his cock-sucking habit, that's on the news.
Nice.
This is revolutionary.
YTP, Peppa Pig plays sexual games. Did not carry any age restriction prompt. This is news. They said these words on the news.
They said it's new?
No, they said these words on the news. Like, USA Today. This is a real, like, newspaper, I think. My favorite part about this, my favorite part about all of this, is that the Walt Disney Corporation has an official, like, statement about YouTube poop now.
Oh my god!
When contacted by USA Today, Walt Disney Corporation, owner of Frozen, said in a statement, "We have expressed deep concern to YouTube over these unauthorized and inappropriate videos that misuse our characters, and are working closely with them on the matter." I just think it's funny that, like, they officially acknowledged it at all. Like, imagine, like, someone fucking comes to your company and is just like, "Hey, what do you think of my videos where I made SpongeBob said fuck?" And then, like, you had to respond. What's your guys' favorite YouTube poops? I think that was one of the questions that was put in the SnoopCast questions. Does anyone remember Freddy ruined Sam's life?
Oh my god, I love that one. That's a Crobo Productions one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's by Crobo. I love the part where everyone like puts this in like YTPMVs and stuff, and it's like where who was it? Luber, I think, is the name of the landlord guy, and he was like, "Fuck my butt, here's a fork."
Yeah, I love that video. I remember that when it was like brand new.
It took me a while to think of it because like I forgot that iCarly was on Nickelodeon.
The best shot in the whole thing is like at the very beginning to me when they're just throwing the arrows and it's Obama's face on the TV.
Do you know what my favorite Nickelodeon YouTube poop is? YouTube poop, SpongeBob and Patrick sell poop by Piss Myself Laughing. You'll remember it by this thumbnail right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
I clicked on it when I was like a 9-year-old just because of that thumbnail alone.
I remember I got in trouble on the internet once because like I was showing my dad a YouTube poop of like.
Oh my god!
Show, and there was like a scene where like the Koopalings were fucking each other.
Son!
Son, what have you been watching?
Since then, my father's known that I would become a disappointment.
My favorite Nickelodeon YTP is it's a Santa with teeth YTP from around like 2009, I think, and it's the one where it's like Squidward eats garbage and blows up for no reason.
Oh, I got another one. YouTube poop. This guy had a Ouija.
Oh, by fucking Hurricoaster.
Yeah, I actually remade that YouTube poop and put it on Twitter once.
I remember, like, back when I made YouTube poops when I was, like, a shitty 14-year-old, people were always just like, it's spadinner. Like, you can't just, like, take words and, like, put them in. But honestly, I find that shit, like, super funny to me, because that's basically, like, what shitposts are now. You just, like, take a normal sentence and then put the word, like, pingus in there somewhere.
Pingus!
This guy had a Pokemon from my cereal box.
That's not a Pokemon, that's a gay Luigi.
I love that video.
Like, the most I paid attention to YTP in general was basically from, like, 2008 to 2011, and then I, like, kind of fell out of it for a bit, and then,
you guys
like...
know Stuart K. Riley?
I don't know. Yeah, I know who Stuart K. Riley is. I used to watch his show all the time. Then I know that, like, YTP had, like, a little bit of a resurgence from, like, 2014 to, like, now, and now it's just, like, kind of, like, going through, like, peaks and valleys, I guess, kind of like with interest.
The problem with YouTube poop is like it got too big, and now like it's got like actual like internet celebrities making it like Emperor Lemon. I don't even like mind the high quality stuff. I think it's weird when like people try and like build up a personality around their ability to make
How do you
Lightning
fucking
McQueen.
do that?
I don't find Emperor Lemon very funny. I unfollowed him after he posted like some weird photo of like a bloody head or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm out.
Emperor Lemon like tries too hard to be like sort of like an amalgamation of like everyone else's YouTube poops. I feel like he should just like try and make his own kind of thing. Speaking of YouTube poop, Bruce asked me for like my icon on Discord, and I sent him the full image, and I never told him this, but that was actually made by Awful Fawful. If you know that
what,
YouTube
really?
Yeah.
No way.
You know Aaron, the person you're following?
Yeah.
That's Fawful's ex. I'm starting up a podcast with, like, this, like, musician artist woman named Erin, and I know her because I used to know Awful Fawful, and Awful Fawful is her ex-girlfriend. And she's nice. Actually, speaking of, like, her being trans, I remember there was a conversation we had. It was like me, Aaron, and her in a call, and like we were talking about like women who stick things in their urethra, and like
Awesome,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Already, this is going in a terrible direction. But also,
Nice, Felix.
Eden just like asked me halfway through the conversation. She was just like, "Wait, women pee and fuck at a different." Like she didn't know that women have a urethra in their vagina.
Let's just get to Nickelodeon now.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
When did you guys start watching Nickelodeon?
Oh God, like as far as back as I can remember, like probably 1 year old, like 1999.
Yeah, I was born in 2000, so I think I've been watching Nickelodeon basically since birth. I remember though when I was like young enough to like first start having memories, like 4 or 5. Nickelodeon just scared the shit out of me, and I think it's just because like their ads were all like CG around that time, and it looked like unnatural and like really creepy. So like for many years I would only watch Nick Jr. if like, and I remember I would go on like the Nick Jr. had like this website where it played like music from the shows, and I remember like it played something from Jimmy Neutron, and I just knew that was on Nickelodeon, and I was so fucking scared of it that I just started like crying.
Well, like, what's the aesthetic of the channel you remember the most? Because I remember the 2001 to 2005 aesthetic of it a lot, where it's just like the black backgrounds and like the still images of the characters.
I remember the aesthetic that was like 2000. I want to say like 2000, maybe like early 2004 to like maybe like 2008 or so, where it was just like a lot of like CG and then like, a lot of like green colors too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
the
neon
slime.
shit.
I started having like a lot of memories with Nickelodeon in general when I would always watch, like SpongeBob. Even like I remember when seasons 4 and 5 and 6 were brand new, and I remember I watched a lot of Last Airbender when the show was still brand new as well.
I remember right after Last Airbender came out, my dad took me to McDonald's. I was talking to my dad about this, by the way. He said he remembered Nickelodeon. I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast, but he said that he didn't think he knew enough. Anyways, right after Last Airbender came out, McDonald's was like giving out these toys for it. I had no idea what the series was, and I got Katara, I think was the water lady.
Yeah.
My dad was like trying to play pretend with me, and she was like, "Why don't you give her some of your McDonald's?" Like, and I didn't realize he meant like pretend. I didn't realize he meant like for like have her pretend to eat it. So I just dipped the fucking toy in.
I was a Cartoon Network boy, but I do remember like Rugrats. I think that was like the only thing, because my parents got me that, or like they got me the movie or something like when I was 5.
Rugrats in Paris is a fucking like scary movie if you go back and watch it, because like they kill so. I don't think like anyone actually gets killed in it, but like they fucking destroy all of Paris, and you gotta wonder like what.
Oh
you
God,
gotta wonder what, like, the death toll
Paris.
caused by the Rugrats was.
Wasn't it like I remember aren't they like stuck in like the jungle and Rugrats Go Wild and like they like what's his name? What's his name? Tommy just tries to fucking kill him.
He kills
Like-
Dill, or he tries.
No, that was the first one. He pours banana pudding over Dill so the monkeys can eat him.
There was a really dark moment in Rugrats Go Wild too. They're like in this like submarine, and like they're going down, and like they're fucking running out of oxygen, and like Nigel Thornberry is like reading the kids stories because he knows that they're about to die.
I think the earliest memories I had of Nickelodeon, because I was like, when I was younger, I was like watching everything. I was like a Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney kid. So I would watch like the only thing I watched from Nickelodeon was like SpongeBob and Jimmy Neutron, just because like that's the only things they aired at the time. And for Cartoon Network, I think that was like, let me think. I think it was like My Gym Partner's a Monkey. What else?
Laszlo.
Laszlo. Oh, I loved Laszlo when I was a kid. And for Disney, it was like, oh yeah, Foster's. I loved Foster's. I was more a Cartoon Network actually.
I don't think Disney really had a lot of like cartoons in the early 2000s. I think it was mostly just like Kim Possible and.
They had Kim Possible. They had Proud Family and Recess though too. Like they appeared on I remember they appeared on both. They had like Toon Disney and they had ABC Kids and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I remember ABC Kids. My family was poor for a little while, and like there were two things that like saved me a lot. It was like Nick on CBS, and then there was ABC Kids. They played way too much As Told by Ginger. Like I have like a weird fondness for that show just because they played it.
As Told by Ginger is so fucking ugly.
I hate that show.
It's Klasky Csupo. Everything made by Klasky Csupo is fucking like shitty looking. But
Oh,
like
Klasky Cupo.
Chupo or
no,
whatever.
it's Csupo.
Is it?
Chupo? Chupo.
I thought
Yeah, it's Csupo. Well, it could be pronounced Csupo or Chupo, but it's not Supo.
What was the worst Classy Chupo show?
Oh, fuck. It was...
All Grown Up?
I think it's actually either As Told by Ginger or All Grown Up. Those two suck.
As Told by Ginger, I like the story of that. Like, it was kind of like... It was, like, not quite as good Hey Arnold, which I can fuck with that. But, like, All Grown Up was just garbage.
It's Goodwill, Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
But the thing about, like, All Grown Up, though, is that, like, it at least, like, looked kind of appealing. Like, it wasn't Klasky Csupo's fault that it sucked. It was just that, like, there was...
Like, the
nothing,
story just
yeah,
sucked.
there was nothing going on in the writing. Like, I guess out of all of the Klasky Csupo shows, the one that I dislike the most personally would just be, like, Rugrats. Because it looks ugly, it's not funny, and then, like, everyone's just like, oh, Rugrats is classic, like, 90s kids. And I'm like... Is that really what you want, like, your generation to be defined by?
I think it's decent sometimes, like, with the way that it can portray, like, the... I don't know, like, the POV of a kid or something like that, or like what a kid could be thinking, like those characters would be. Like, I mean, I don't think it's like necessarily the funniest either, but I think it's just like weird and charming and calm. So, oh fuck, I forgot about this. Rocket Power. Fuck
Oh, that was my
Rocket
classic
Power.
shit. That was garbage.
Fuck Rocket Power. What about the best Klasky Cupo or Chupo show? Sorry.
Probably Wild Thornberrys, just because it was like always really funny.
The only thing I know about that show is just Nigel.
Nigel's great. If you don't like Nigel Thornberry, okay, you can fucking get out of my face.
You can die.
I'd have to say Duckman's pretty good, and I like early
Oh yeah, that was by them.
and Simpsons, like first 3-ish seasons.
It's hard to remember anything Klasky Csupo did that was not like Nickelodeon, because that's really like where they shined as a studio. Like they were with Simpsons for a little while, but not any of like the really good parts of the Simpsons.
No, I'd say seasons 2 and 3 were good.
They were good, but like I don't think they were really like the shining moments, I would say.
I have season 1 of Simpsons on DVD, and I just like, Christ, this looks so fucking ugly.
I think it's charming though, because like there are like weird points where like the animation gets like really high quality, and then other parts are just like the lips don't even match at all.
Just like their episodes.
Because I saw it like season 1 on DVD. It was like on sale for like $5, and I was like, oh, it was like, yeah, we're on like $10, and I was like, nah, I gotta cop this, because I think it was a little bit after I went to Universal Studios, and when it was in Universal Studios, they had the Simpsons DVDs, but they were all like $25 as like a DVD, so I was like, you know, this is a perfect opportunity. In the Springfield area of the Universal Studios, they had every single DVD of every single season, and they were like $25 each, and I was like, what the fuck?
You can like just go on Amazon and like get them all for like 10 or something, or like less maybe.
My parents were obsessed with getting DVDs, and I remember they would like pick up everything, because we lived near a Blockbuster that was going out of business, because every Blockbuster was, and I remember we would just buy so much shit just because it would be like 99 cents. I think we had like every season of The Simpsons and Friends, but then we also got like shit that nobody would ever watch, like the Deke releases of like the Mario Brothers Super Show.
When in the early 2000s, actually, my parents, they would just like pirate like movies, and they would burn them onto CDs, and they would put these like little crappy labels on them, like all around the DVDs, so we would get like Toy Story on there.
I want to fucking arrest your parents, Bruce.
It's not illegal to download.
Never illegally download.
All those commercials were like so misleading. Because it's not illegal to do, it's illegal to distribute, it's not illegal to download.
I got sued by the company for $200 because I downloaded the most embarrassing fucking playlist of all time. It was Can't Touch This, Believe by Cher, and that song that goes like, everybody, everybody. Oh, and Barbie Girl too.
I hate you.
How did they sue you for $200 for 4 songs?
I don't know. I guess they were just like, no, I remember what they said to me. They were just like, go to this link and pay us $200 and we won't take further action against you. And I didn't pay them because I was like, fuck you. I'm not giving you $200 for Barbie Girl.
It's probably fake then.
I don't think it was, because, like, it also came with, like, a copy, because these were things that I was actually torrenting, and it also came with, like, because it was from Charter, my ISP.
Hey, I gotta ask, when this is released, we released our, Arnold video. What do you guys think of the new reboots that's coming from Nickelodeon?
Hey Arnold, or for Invader Zim also?
Invader Zim, Hey Arnold, and also Rocco.
Oh wait, they're doing other movies?
Yeah, they're doing Rocco.
I saw the promo for Rocco, but it didn't look like Rocco.
It was Rocco.
Wait, it didn't look like Rocco? What the hell do you mean?
Dude, it's like, it's the exact fucking footage of, like...
I might have, like, missed it. I might have seen a different one. I think I might have seen, like, a fan...
Mrmeatman, what the fuck?
This is fake news, everyone. This is fake news.
I saw, like, the Hey Arnold special. I thought it was really good. I'm looking forward to the other two.
It'd be really fascinating to see what Hey Arnold, what Nickelodeon does with Hey Arnold. It'd be interesting to see if they actually do the actual the Pataki series.
How did they end Hey Arnold? Hey Arnold. Oh wait, no, they ended it with the movie the first time, right?
They ended it on the journal.
Movie, I thought.
The journal. No, it was the journal.
No, it was the journal, and then like it leads into this movie.
Dude, I don't remember nothing.
Is there, like, more continuation news or anything? Because I haven't heard of it.
There's not any more news about, like, Hey Arnold, but, like, there is some news about the other movies. There's gonna be a Invader Zim movie.
And also, like, isn't there gonna be, like, a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type movie of, like, all the Nicktoons?
Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. They announced... I'm surprised that I don't hear more about this. Back in, like, I want to say it was, like, the very beginning of 2016. They announced that they were doing, like, a Roger Rabbit type thing with all the Nicktoons. And, like, they've updated it once to say that, like, Ren and Stimpy aren't going to be in there.
I thought that was canceled.
I didn't hear any news about it being canceled. I just heard that it was released, and, like, I've heard nothing else about it since. Like, I'm trying to find news, but it's really hard.
Wait, what was the only update about it?
Jared Hess, they got him to direct it. I think he's done some other stuff, and he said that, like, Ren and Stimpy and a couple other shows aren't going to be in it just because of licensing.
Yeah, imagine getting John K back, and besides, the reason why he was fired is because he wasn't following any schedule. So
yeah, he thought deadlines and stuff were like nothing to him, so he just like released whenever he wanted. And well, like here's the thing. Like that, like I'm not so confident about like that other movie you brought up, Felix, but like there was originally, they said that there was going to be like a Ren and Stimpy short that either John K or Bob Kemp was working on for the third SpongeBob movie to be a short right before the movie, and both people were interviewed and asked, and neither of them said they were working on it, so I think that's just a rumor.
I'm working on it.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
The last thing I saw from John K was that one, those animations that he did for Miley Cyrus.
Oh, God.
Those were awful.
Awful.
I don't want to call him, like, a straight up, like, a lolcow, but, like, he's definitely getting out there. Like, he's close to, like, Andrew Dobson tier at this point. Sorry, John K, if you're listening to this.
The thing with John K is that, like, I love his art style from, like, the 80s and the 90s, where, like, he actually tried to imitate classic kind of, like, art styles and stuff like that. And then, like, somewhere around, like, mid-90s, like, 1996 and 97, his art style started to veer off and, like, become, like, more squiggly and shit like that.
He was trying to be, like, a comic book artist, but, like, it just doesn't fit with the way he draws.
He, like, and now, like, if you look at his animations that I think he does in Flash or something like that, and he makes them, like, really, like, it's fluid, but it's, like, I don't know, it's just, like, all, like, squiggly and it's ugly, and I don't like it. Like, the thing is that I just love about the original Ren and Stimpy and his older art is the fact that it actually looked like a classic cartoon being brought back to life in a demented way, and now that kind of got zapped out of his art.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill. Ren, Stimpy, and Rocco.
Fuck Rocco, kill Ren, and marry Stimpy.
Really now?
Yeah.
Fuck Ren, marry Rocco, because I feel like he'd be the easier person to, like, be around, and then kill Stimpy.
What the fuck? What's wrong with Stimpy?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't really want to fuck him. I guess he would be more sick than kill Ren, and I'd marry Rocco.
Fuck Stimpy, kill Ren, marry Rocco, just like you
That's
said.
the same thing I said.
I know, but like
The only person who said anything different
it's
was
the
Bruce.
it's the most logical one, dude.
I have a personal I have a specific question. Can you fuck and kill the same person?
No, sadly.
Wait, kill them and then fuck them. Are you doing some like necro stuff?
Oh no.
Hey, come on, don't judge.
Oh no, don't, please God, don't become Linkara.
See, the thing about me and like with Linkara is that I'm gonna avoid my Linkara type scandal because I'm already just like a fucking degenerate. Like if anyone comes to me and is like, "You want to fuck Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life," I could just be like, "Yes, I've said that."
Did you learn your lesson?
Have you learned your lesson?
Perhaps.
Richer.
Do your Schmorky impression again.
Hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn.
Best Nickelodeon. Go.
Best Nickelodeon show? Definitely Rocco from
Best Nickelodeon.
Oh.
Best Nickelodeon? Probably Nickelodeon from 1994. That's the best Nickelodeon.
That's not the definition of a Nickelodeon.
What is the definition of a Nickelodeon? Do you mean like a fucking Nickelodeon
A
theater?
Nickelodeon is a jukebox, originally one operated by the insertion of a nickel coin.
I've never been to a Nickelodeon. They don't have them anymore.
A movie theater with an admission
I don't know
fee
any
of
Nickelodeons, you
$1.
fucking clown.
Meatman, have you ever been to a Nickelodeon?
No, I've been to a movie
Yeah, see,
theater.
nobody can answer this question because nobody's been to a fucking Nickelodeon. They'd stopped making them in like the 1800s.
They probably all died by the end of the 1940s.
Actually, a Nickelodeon theater in Toronto or something, Canada.
Toronto or something, Canada, my favorite city.
Fuck Canada.
Circa 1910, Nickelodeons often used gaudy posters and oriented facades to attract patrons.
Oriental
But bare
facades.
walls and hard
You're reading off the
seats.
Wikipedia.
No,
Yeah,
this
you
is all
are.
from memory. No, this is all from memory because I'm a big Nickelodeon fan.
Why did you memorize the Wikipedia page for the Nickelodeon?
I'm a Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah, you're a Nickelodeon kid from like the 1910s. They could say that. They could like theoretically say that.
World War I veterans will say that.
What is your favorite like Nickelodeon show though?
Oh God.
It's a mix between Hey Arnold and Rocco.
Jimmy Neutron's pretty good.
I like Jimmy Neutron. Do you guys know those Jimmy Neutron memes?
I love Jimbles and the Tronbo.
I like the one where it's like the edited image of Jimmy's dad just saying, "Please look into my eyes" or something like that.
Happy Spankies from McSpanky.
Dude, that's called salt. Yeah, that's what I said. Sodium chloride.
Favorite Nickelodeon show would either be like Last Airbender or like or I mean, like, this is another typical answer because like cult following, but I really like Invader Zim.
Remember the Nickelodeon racing game?
Are you talking about the one that was at Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah!
Yeah, I
in the
remember that.
arcades!
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Specifically that one, yeah!
There was a Game Boy Color version of it that was the worst game ever.
What can you expect from Game Boy Color?
There was also, but there was like a Game Boy Advance version of it that was just like slightly shittier Super Mario Kart. Like I don't know why the color version was so bad.
I remember there was like a few not episodes, fuck, what am I saying? Like games on Nickelodeon's website where they were like 3D rendered terrible fucking racing games, and it was like one of them was with all grown up, and it was like the most unplayable bullshit I ever had in my fucking keyboard.
Have you guys ever played Super Brawl? On like the Nickelodeon website, there was like this like weird like fighting game where it only had 2 buttons, but like it was still like really fun and it had SpongeBob and stuff in there.
Don't
And SpongeBob was
so.
Ryu. I forgot about that. Like he shot Hadokens.
I think Cat Dog might have been the first thing I ever saw on Nickelodeon.
I think Cat Dog might have been the first thing I ever saw when I was born.
Oof. It was either Rugrats or Cat Dog. What if Chucky said Tommy every time he jacked off?
I don't know about this, Tommy.
Tommy, I don't know about this.
Chucky would probably be like Chris Chan. Like out of all the Rugrats, he's the most likely to be. Because
yeah.
Chucky is a fucking cuck.
He's cucky, yeah.
Cucky Finster.
The original script, his wife didn't die. His wife just left him for a black guy. Or,
Oh my God.
what's his name? Chaz. Yeah, Chaz.
She left Chaz for a chat.
She left Chaz for a chat. Holy fuck.
Someone watching this, make this meme. The Cookie Finster versus the Chad Finster. I got one more story related to Nickelodeon.
Yeah, go
that I
ahead.
think we should do before we get on to questions. I remember my favorite... I got a lot of, like, 90s Nicktoons, both because of, like, my brother's VHS tapes and also because of, like, Nicktoons Network. And I remember my favorite out of all of them was, and still is, Rocco's Modern Life. And I remember there was a VHS tape I had where the description on the back was, like, Rocco and company go on, you know, this adventure. But they spelled company, like, shortened, like this. And I didn't know what that meant because I was a little kid. So I thought that, like, Heifer's name was Co.
Like cow.
Yeah, I thought it was, like, they misspelled cow.
Nice.
Come on, Heifer. What you doing?
I thought this was gonna end with like you saying it was spelled cum and you didn't know what that meant, so you're gonna look online and see what cum meant.
No, why would anyone be spelled cum in Rocco's Modern Life? Nobody's name is cum.
Hey, there was an episode where Mrs. Bighead tries to seduce Rocco, so you never know.
She did try and fuck him, yeah, and he worked at like a sex line.
That was a band. The one where she invites him over is a band episode still.
Because I was watching it on Amazon Prime. Well, this was back when Amazon Prime actually had the Nickelodeon cartoons when you had Prime, but now they don't have any more.
I blame Nickelodeon for so many, like, fetishes that I have today, honestly.
Like what?
Like, for furry shit, especially. Like, I think the impetus for that was, like, Sonic X, but, like, I'm sure the fact that I grew... Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sure the fact that, like, I grew up watching, like, Angry Beavers and stuff didn't help. Have you guys heard about that one guy who really wanted to fuck one of the Angry Beavers and, like, Brian Griffin? And, like, he had a Brian Griffin plushie?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have a hard time finding it now, but, like, another thing that was really funny about him was that he came out as, like, an alt-right Trump supporter.
Wait, what? Isn't Sammy Classic Sonic fan also a Trump supporter?
He is! He became, like, he became really fucking hot, too.
He posted a Pepe picture after Trump won.
Those videos are like fake though. Like they're staged, I think, aren't they?
They're staged, yeah, the Sammy... Well, it wasn't, like, staged exactly. What he was trying to do was he was trying to make his own, like, nostalgia critic character. But, like, he was 12, so that was, like, his interpretation of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's do some questions.
Nostalgia Critic ruined everything. But yeah, questions. We gotta actually get some announcements with the podcast. So if you want to ask questions, you can either go on Twitter, you can go on the hashtag #SnoopCast, and you can ask us a question anytime. And you could also come into our Discord server to ask us questions on our special channel for SnoopCast questions. But we also got a new SnoopCast Twitter account that all of us run, well, specifically me, Ian, and Mrmeatman, we all run. Alright, let's get to questions. First question comes from Cam Dizzle on Discord. Best or worst Nickelodeon shows?
Oh, you already answered this.
We didn't say worst.
Oh, no?
I mean, that's such a vague question. Do you count, like, Nicktoons Network? Because, like, a lot of the things aired in there would be pretty shit.
Oh, those
I
are
guess
vomit.
Fanboy and Chum Chum?
Fuck Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Chum.
Yeah, I guess out of everything that was on the main Nickelodeon, like, network, the thing that I've liked the least over the years has been Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I really hate Tack and the Power of Juju also.
Oh, I remember
that one.
All I remember about that was there was a game first, and then there was a show.
Okay, but legitimately, Ian, when you said that, I, like, got, like, kind of sick. I'm sure it's because of, like, I ate way too much ramen earlier, but, like, I also think, like, maybe that show was cursed.
That show's fucking cursed.
Yeah, it was. No, really, it was. Like, any late 2000s, even 2010s CG Nick show, I just don't really care for, like ever since Barnyard or whatever. I don't care.
Barnyard! Oh, I love the fucking Barnyard memes, like, where it's, like, the pig, and he's, like, threatening people.
Perhaps.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps.
There was this one Tumblr post where it was going through, like, rip-offs of Dr. Pepper, and, like, one of them was Dr. Pig, and then, like, an account called Ask Dr. Pig responded to it, and it was like, call me a rip-off again, and I'll fucking kill you.
That's awesome. Next question comes from Tim's the Wizard on Discord. What's the best Nickelodeon show of the 2010s so far?
Probably Loud House, honestly.
I have to, like, take a look at the list because I don't like many of them at all.
Harvey Beaks, I liked a little bit more than The Loud House, but I think The Loud House is, like, an objectively better produced show. It comes down to preference for me. If we're doing worse, then it would probably be, like, Fanboy or, like, Breadwinners.
Nickelodeon treated Harvey Beaks really poorly.
They did the same with Korra, and that pissed me off.
Which network is like more mismanaged today? Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network.
Fucking hell, Cartoon Network.
97 and a half fucking hours of Teen Titans Go on Christmas.
And it's still airing. They're still airing right now.
I love that. It's so funny to me. Like, it's so... That's more Teen Titans Go than the entire James Bond franchise.
I hate
Almost
it.
as much as the entire Simpsons franchise.
Ugh.
I saw a video by Saberspark. Not to derail the question a little bit, but I saw his Saberspark's new video, and it actually makes sense on why Cartoon Network is doing this because they're trying to get people to use the app, and it makes sense, honestly.
Well, okay, but this is not going to draw anybody into the app, because, like, it... Okay, obviously people are going to be like, oh, I want to, watch classic Cartoon Network shows. Where can I find them? And they're going to go to the CN app. Like, okay, that'll be a thing, but, like, the problem is... What are you going to do to get, like, the audience of, like, people who are actually children and own, like, smartphones? Because they're not going to think that Cartoon Network has anything except for Teen Titans Go. They're not going to know what, like, anything else you air is because you don't put on anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if I were to pick the best 2010s Nick show in general, like, this is, like, personal preference, I guess, for me, but, like, since I don't really like any of their other 2010s shows, but I kind of like Tough Puppy.
Tough Puppy was alright. Butch Hartman, what's he doing now? He's making memes on Twitter. He was on top of the world making, like, money off Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom, and now he's drawing, like, images of, like, Jake Paul and Logan Paul now.
Here's the thing, though. I think he has enough money. I think he just is doing this because he got bored of, like, being a TV guy.
Isn't he still producing Bunsen's a Beast, though?
Yeah, he is.
He is, yeah.
That's a really annoying show. I refuse to watch it.
I don't like a whole lot of the TV shows that Butch Hartman did on his own. Like, I feel like the ones where he, like, got the writing sort of outsourced were better. Like, Danny Phantom is way better than anything else he's ever made.
I love Danny Phantom so much. I still love that show.
If I were to change anything about Danny Phantom, the art style, definitely.
Yeah, it didn't fit as well. You know what's weird? Butch Hartman and Seth MacFarlane used to be, like, best friends, and they're still, like, they're still on good terms with each other, but I think it's
because
just
they worked on Dexter's Lab together, I believe.
And Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo, that was the one, not Johnny Quest. But yeah, like, it's weird considering, like, how conflicting their personalities are, because, like, Butch is, like, a conservative. He follows, like, Paul Joseph Watson and shit on Twitter, but, like, Seth MacFarlane is Seth MacFarlane.
He's just a liberal atheist.
If you were to choose between, like, the two people to meet, though, would you rather meet Seth or would you rather meet Butch? Because I'd rather meet Butch.
I'd say Seth. Seth probably has, like, more stories about people. Do you know that he used to date Amanda Bynes?
Oh.
Really? Wait, what?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, and he's, like, 10 years older than her.
Oh my
it was
God.
fucking creepy.
That's awesome. Was this when Amanda Bynes was actually successful?
It was, like, right after she was successful.
Oof. Next question on Discord comes from eWuddy99. What are your thoughts on the new show, Close Enough, which will air on TBS, which is made by the same people who made Regular Show?
It looks great. It looks like more Regular Show, and I love Regular Show.
I don't watch TBS, but it looks very interesting. I may look at
Rigby
it.
is why I'm a raccoon. Regular Show is how I found out I was gay. I've told this story in my server, but...
Aww.
Oh. I'm kind of actually... I feel like I'm one of the few people that I'm actually mixed about it because, like, I loved Regular Show when it was, like... I mean, like, it's a teen show that's pushing into the adult boundaries, but, like, I'm always afraid when, like, more of, like, someone who does, like, shows for younger audiences always jumps into, like, full-on adult shows because, like, it can be, like, very contrasting, but... see how it turns out. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, did you ever see, like, the original Regular Show shorts?
But yeah, the 2 in the AM PM and Lolly Man, right? Yeah.
I think those kind of show that, like, not Ian JQ, JG Quintel. They have similar names. I mix them up.
Yeah.
But I think that shows that, like, JG Quintel can do adult humor pretty well.
Gigi Quintel is not as bad as, like, someone like John Kay. Like, when he made the jump from Ren and Stimpy to adult party cartoon.
Oh, fuck that.
Adult party cartoon was just basically gay furry porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it because it's Ren and Stimpy. They're not, like, attractive.
What other questions do we got? I have a question. What is your favorite cartoon Nickelodeon opening?
I like the Bowling for Soup theme song for Jimmy Neutron.
This is the theme song.
That was a pretty stupid line. I hope every theme song is just like that. Like, at the end of the SpongeBob theme song, it's like, okay, now the theme song's done, and it's SpongeBob SquarePants.
Favorite opening? I'd probably have to go with the opening of the original Teen Titans, because that just sends me straight back
That's
to
not
2005. Oh, fuck, really? No, I thought you meant, like, favorite, like, cartoon opening in general.
You could do both.
You know what? I'm gonna say my favorite Nickelodeon intro is Drake and Josh.
Okay,
That's another good
actually, yeah, I agree with Bruce. That's my favorite one, too.
I gotta agree with Bruce on that.
Alright, next question. Thoughts on Invader Zim reboot?
Ooh, I'm
Did we
looking
just go over
forward to
this?
it. Looking forward to it. All the reboots,
Same
ever
here.
since Hey Arnold was good, I'm looking forward to all of them.
I question what Jonan Vosk is gonna do on this, because he's said before that, like, he has no ideas for the series, but, like, if he's, you know, saying yes to this now, I wonder if, like, he's just saying it for a paycheck, or, like, if maybe, like, something came to him.
Well, I think it's something came to him because, I mean, like, he is working on the comic. And, like, so some of the other...
the comics are good. Shmorky did one of the covers for the
Really?
comic.
Oh, God.
Wait, no, holy shit, really?
Type in Shmorky on Amazon, and, like, the only result will be, like, Shmorky Invader Zim comic cover.
Alright, I'm looking this up.
What Nick show would you like to see come back, and what possible changes would you want them to do?
Ooh,
I want Invader Zim to come back.
That's the thing, like, they're already bringing everything back. Like, there's not anything that I can... Like, I want to see... I was gonna say, like, I want to see more Hey Arnold, I want to see more Invader Zim, I want to see more Rocco, but they're doing that already.
I'd say I want them to bring back Danny Phantom, actually, because Butch Hartman, I think he does want to do that.
Rugrats Midlife Crisis. And then afterwards, Rugrats Retirement Home.
And then Rugrats Death.
Rugrats Afterlife.
It's reincarnation!
Yeah, reincarnation, there you go.
They believe in Buddha.
I got a really stupid answer for this. And I say it's stupid not because, like, I know it's dumb, but just, like, I know people aren't gonna, like, be with me on this one. I liked Kablam. I wish I could see, like, more Kablam.
I like Kablam.
I like Kablam.
Because they used Flash for it, but it was in, like, 1997, so, like...
It was clever, though.
Yeah, I thought it was charming.
I like the animation styles they did. I like the different, like, shows they did. I feel like it would work now, like, coming back, especially, like, given how shitposty everything is now.
Yeah.
I was wondering, since that suppose the last episode is fake, like, can you imagine, like, Henry and June get together?
Just keep them friends, really, you know?
It just seems like it would be, like, kind of forced.
Yeah. But I guess my answer would be, if they were going to bring back one cartoon or show or whatever, I'd say Danny Phantom. Either that, or an adult, grown-up version of Drake and Josh, where it's just, like, now that they're on good terms again, we should have just, like, another, like, series of just Drake and Josh.
That would just be like Workaholics, but with Drake and Josh.
No, but, like, I'd prefer it over Workaholics. I don't care.
There's too many, like, slacker adult comedies, I think. Not that, like, I dislike Workaholics or anything, but, like, I feel like I don't want to see, like, another Workaholics, necessarily.
Well, I mean, like, all that was already, like, a kid version of SNL, so...
Josh Peck is too busy getting that YouTube money.
Yeah, whatever.
He's got Instagram now, so...
Yeah.
There's another question here from someone named Cablebox Max. Ask SnoopCast. Nickelodeon Past up Ed, Edd n Eddy and Adventure Time. Care to explain your thoughts on this? I saw this one earlier. I'm just going back to it because, like, it stuck out in my mind. It's not really Nickelodeon's fault that they did that. Like, I believe...
They had no idea what was gonna, like, happen to those shows.
Well, also, like, everything else from random cartoons was mostly garbage, except for, like, what Pendleton Ward produced. Because that... Random cartoons had just some fucking, like, total lol cows, like, making shows on it. Like, people like Kyle Carosa and Doug Tenable.
Oh, yeah, wait, am I confusing it with, like... Oh Yeah cartoons with Random Cartoons?
Random Cartoons was the version of Oh Yeah cartoons from...
Yeah, late 2000s.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, because, like, I was about to mix them up.
And keep in mind, too, that the only thing that got made from Random Cartoons that was not a Pendleton Ward series was Fanboy. So I'm sure that Nickelodeon looked at that failure and was like, yeah, let's not greenlight another one of these.
No, I wish there was, like, another... Here's the thing. I actually wish there were more shows that they had, like, with, like, Random Cartoons or Oh Yeah cartoons or What a Cartoon Show for, like, any of those networks, because that's the way they really got their, like, other shows started up, and now they just don't have that.
Well, Cartoon Network tried it, but the problem is, like, nobody... Like, young producers don't have money anymore. So, like, it never got finished.
Yeah, fucking economy, though.
It's very interesting going back on Adventure Time on Nickelodeon since it's gonna end. I think in 2018, actually.
Next year, yeah.
It's gonna end. I'm gonna fucking kill them all.
I never liked Adventure Time.
Ooh,
hot take here.
Ooh, Surface of the Sun, hot take here.
I never liked it. I'm sorry. Ever since it came out in 2010, I just never liked it.
I liked Adventure Time. It was less good than regular show.
I liked regular show better.
Yeah, me too.
Rigby has 3 butt cheeks.
I even liked Mad better. God.
Like, okay, Mad was okay. When I first started out, I really liked Mad Magazine. Like, my mom collected them, but, like, they would go to the same topics, like, way too often, and it would just be like, oh, look at this pop culture thing that is, you know, not good, and we're gonna say that it's not good. Or it would be, like, a parody of My Little Pony.
What do you think was worse, Robot Chicken or Mad?
Robot Chicken.
I hate Robot Chicken.
You hate it? How did you hate Robot Chicken?
No, here's the thing with Robot Chicken. They don't care about the parodies they make. They just say, LOL, this sucks, and have characters die by drugs, and it's, like, all that kind of stuff. But, like, the thing is that, like, if you want to make a parody, to me, I think you should, like, actually do it, like, a really meaningful kind of service to the original and, like, show that you're, like, you like the original content that you want to make a parody out of. But, like, Robot Chicken doesn't do that. It's all just the same dumb jokes.
The Homestar Runner was awful.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, Felix has something to do with that.
Seth Green is now, like, my mortal enemy. Like, people make jokes that, like, I'm the person who slayed Robot Chicken because, like, I said something about it and people, like, wrote news articles about me. That got 15,000 likes on it, and that's just crazy. I'm glad that many people care about Homestar Runner.
I think it's just like the fact that they
took assets.
They took the art. Why did they even do that? That's not even anything that Robot Chicken does.
It's not even clay. It's not even fucking clay. It's just like 2D.
It's not Claymore.
Look, I would understand it. I would wholeheartedly understand if they actually, like, they used the kind of style from Homestar, but they didn't use the exact same characters. I'd be all for that. I would like, alright, well, I don't give a shit. But the fact that they use the exact same assets, it was just like, why? Just why?
Yeah, see that was a shitty parody. But I thought they did other parodies pretty well.
And people are trying to make it about a copyright thing. It's not even about a copyright thing. It's just about morality.
It's not even a matter of whether or not it's copyright. It's a matter of, like, whether it's okay to fucking trace art when you're Turner Broadcasting.
Yeah.
It also wasn't funny.
It wasn't.
It was painfully unfunny. You see Strongback gets killed. That's funny, right?
Here's a funny joke, Donald Trump. You
guys like The Daily Show?
Just like The Daily,
every single live action, like, late night comedy show now.
I remember, like, during the elections, every single ad was, you can look on the Noah, or what's his name? Trevor Noah show. Oh, look, it's Samantha Bee.
I hate both of them.
Trump 2-scoop ice cream.
Do you know that John Oliver episode about Trump? I have the fucking stupid ass Google Chrome extension for make Donald Trump again, and this is the worst thing I've ever had on my computer in my life. I legit have it installed on here.
You shouldn't make fun of people, but it's okay to make fun of this guy. But no, don't make fun of me. Oh.
I got a question for you, Mr. Meatman. This is from MonZ. When will you do a face reveal?
He already has.
I already have.
Yeah, on his Bedhead Bernie reaction video.
This is a stupid question. I'm not going to answer this. I'm just going to read it out. This is from Carlos. Carlos, you're my friend. Why are you asking this dumb shit? Between cassette stuff and mecha stuff, which one of the two topics would you have an autistic obsession over? What is that question?
The fuck is this?
Cassette?
What? Yeah, really.
Everybody go to his Twitter account. It's GWMD420. Go tweet on him and say your videos are yellow.
your videos are yellow.
That's how you insult someone. That's how you cyberbully someone.
Yeah.
All these questions are like really bad now. Like, I'm scrolling through the channel and there's one from Mo that says, "Y'all niggas eat celery." Yeah, I can't say the word niggas, so I'll just say like friends.
That's
and dub
true.
It over with that.
I forgot to say. What's it called? Speaking of Adventure Time from way before, Bravest Warriors is in Flash now. Apparently.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks terrible.
Why? They take so much money. Like, oh my fucking gosh. First they delayed like the third season like a long ass time. That's okay because it's animation. But then they put it behind a paywall. And they're like, no, guys, it's to help our other projects, even though they had a huge Kickstarter.
There's another question in here that I don't understand.
Yeah, we got a question from Dave's Tunes. Best live-action Nick show, Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh. No question.
No, iCarly wins it out.
Drake and Josh.
Do you like that scene where Carly, she's got the bow with an arrow? And,
Yes, and she's shooting at a picture of Obama.
She takes no. She uses her foot to
Her foot.
She uses her foot to launch the arrow.
Like Dan Schneider, he's into
Dan
that.
Schneider.
Wasn't there an episode where they go to Japan?
Yeah, there was.
Oh my god, I saw promos about that at the time.
Here's a funny idea for everyone. What if
Idea?
idea. What if Richard Spencer was replaced with Spencer from iCarly? Like they.
But like here's
my garbage sculpture about white nationalism.
Drake and Josh never decreased in quality, really. iCarly did. That's why Drake and Josh is better.
But I think Drake and Josh's overall level of quality, like their good episodes are less good than iCarly's good episodes.
I disagree with that.
I disagree with you. The only thing about Drake and Josh that I can say that I like really liked would be like Drake and Josh's interactions, and then like Crazy Steve. I feel like Megan was just like. I never liked Megan. She wasn't funny.
I love that one scene where Josh runs over Oprah.
Yeah.
With my signed picture of Oprah.
They cannot do that today at all, I swear.
If they did that today, they'd be charged with a hate crime.
Yeah, really.
Hey, that's what Richard Spencer from iCarly would do. He would run over Oprah.
Richard Spencer from iCarly.
There's another really bad question on Twitter. I'm looking at the Ask SnoopCast hashtag. This one is, what do you think of both the cartooning community focusing on new shit instead of trying some hidden gems creating lost media for a stupid reason?
What?
What does that mean?
I don't get it.
What do you feel about cartoon people talking about new things coming out as they come out instead of retroactively going back and blah, blah, blah?
This is a bad question.
It's not getting views.
Stop asking us about the cartoon community. I can't just talk shit the entire podcast. I would.
Stop
I totally would if Bruce
talking.
would let me.
All right, here's a question. What do you think about cartoons?
They're
I
epic.
think
I think they're good.
Poo-poo.
They're good. They're good when they're good. They're bad when they're bad.
Here's a question from Uzuz. What do you think of Super... Oh, no, that's from the last episode.
All right.
No, we haven't even answered that question. We because I had to go somewhere.
Skipped it.
Yeah.
What do you think of Super Mario Logan's success? Are you proud of him?
No, I'm glad all those videos are getting age restricted.
Stupid Mario Brothers?
Because one kid hung himself because, like, the character
No,
Jeffy
one
did
kid
it.
tried to hang himself because he saw Jeffy from Super Mario Logan do it.
Super
And, like,
Mario Brothers?
Super Mario
Super
Logan.
Mario
Oh.
Super Mario Logan.
Is this gonna be like a recurring theme where Meatman doesn't know anything?
Yeah.
I don't. Why do you think I've been silent this whole time? Like, honestly. Honestly, I've been silent this whole time because I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm a Cartoon Network kid. I'm sorry.
What about Saphness? Which season of SpongeBob was the best, and which one was the worst?
Season 2 is probably my favorite.
Season 1 is actually my favorite one because I love
like
the
season
art.
1, but I like season 2 way better.
I love the art in season 1, and I don't think there's really a bad episode in season 1. But which season was the worst? Because
Which season of SpongeBob was the worst?
Yeah.
Probably
Like,
season 6.
6. I hated 6 when it first came out. I really
I hated
did.
6 even when it came out. When I was younger, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, like even when I was watching it, I'm just like, there's something wrong here. Like this doesn't feel like SpongeBob. This feels like really off-brand almost.
I saw that one episode where Mrs. Puff tries to kill SpongeBob, and I was like, this isn't SpongeBob.
No, that's season 7.
Yeah, season 7.
Oh,
It was around that
no,
time.
I think season 6 is worse.
what season was it where Squidward was a baby?
That's 9 actually.
No, that was earlier, I believe.
No. Well,
it?
no, that's
Squid Baby.
Squid
Squid
Baby
Baby.
was season 9A.
See, I didn't like season 9 at all. Like, I don't keep up with, like, the whole SpongeBob lore, but I just remember, like, seeing, like, a couple, like, YouTube people talk about, like, episodes from that season, and I was like, wow, these are fucking poop.
Season 9A isn't very good, but season 9B is okay, and people like season 10.
That was around the time when Hildenberg came back, right?
Yeah, but season 10 I hear is pretty good so far. I haven't watched anything from season 10 though.
anything else you guys want to say about Nickelodeon?
It's bad right now, but I hope it gets better because I'm just tired of hating Nickelodeon ever since like 2009.
Have you seen Nickelodeon's like Loot Crate thing, the Nick box?
I heard about that.
Okay, like it's so like fucking transparent as an attempt to like cash in on 90s kids. Like it's like, oh, get this like a Rugrats drink coaster. But there was one thing in there that I was like legitimately considering like purchasing off of like Amazon used. They had a Rocco shirt, like the actual shirt he wore in the show, like a recreation of it, and you could buy that.
What the hell? They have a Cynthia doll?
They do. They have like actually. It's not honestly the worst. Like it's got like legit merchandise from like the shows, but like yeah, it's Loot Crate. Like, but still, like there's some stuff in there that I like legitimately would want, and it's weird that like the Nick box of all things. Is,
Nickelodeon,
like,
please sponsor me. No, because Loot Crate wanted to sponsor me. I was like, after seeing this, I'm like, no, I want to go with Nick Box now because they got stuff that's even cooler.
You should ask Nick Box about a sponsorship. I'm sure they'd do it.
But I think the Noog Network just followed me. Oh my god. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Butch Hartman.
Thank God, Butch Hartman.
Would that be his porno name, Bush Hardman?
Oh.
Bush Hardman, of course. So thanks everyone for listening to the new SnoopCast. Make sure to join our Discord server to interact with us even more. And also, we got some special announcements. We got a Twitter account so you can look at updates for anything coming up with the podcast. But also, we got a Patreon so you can contribute to the show. Yeah, we already have $1 donation from a good man, Patty Pivot Montier. Oh, he's a good YouTube pooper. So,
and what do people get from giving you $1 or more?
From viewers contributing to the show, you will receive perks such as behind-the-scenes assets, get your names in the credits, listen to podcasts 2 hours before they get released, and you can also submit topics that we can talk about. From your contributions, you will be affecting the show in a positive way. If we get enough donations, we may do special episodes in person.
We'll send you Sonic's piss in a jar.
Oh, bringing it back from the beginning to the end.
But it's just like, there's only like a $1, $2, and the $5 tier, because I don't want to do something like $25, because that'd be, I don't even know what
$7,000 tier.
Like Chris Chan. But hopefully this Patreon will help us achieve more goals, such as like we can actually post these episodes on iTunes and Google Play. Yeah, but who are you guys?
I'm Felix Hart. Follow me on Twitter, RunningInThe2k. Go to my YouTube channel, it's just Felix Hart. I'm opening up a DeviantArt to post some of my drawings from the show, and I'm starting a Patreon. I announced that in a video I posted yesterday on Brucesnoop channel, our collab, but if you want to see like more content from me, then check that out.
Yeah.
My name's Ian. Just follow me on Twitter, ENTA_art at twitter.com. I post doodles and like to chat with people occasionally if they choose to. And yeah, like I don't do much, but like when I do, like I like to put some effort into it.
And I'm Mrmeatman, and I don't watch Nickelodeon. I never watched Nickelodeon. I watched Nickelodeon like at the very end of me watching cartoons. But what the fuck? Dude, alright. I'm a Nickelodeon kid, as I said this before. You know, those peep shows, you know, when it was only a nickel. Those were the good old days. See, you guys, like, we were supposed to have a Nickelodeon conversation.
But anyways, thanks for listening to the podcast, guys. We'll see you next time, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye!